Good morning. Today we're on Unit 8, Lesson 4, so 8.4. The title of today's lesson is Exploring Multi-Digit Addition. So this means adding numbers that are bigger than 9. They're going to have 2 digits in them, like 11 or 12. They have a number in the ones place and in the tens place. You could add all the way up to hundreds and thousands, but today we're just going to work on 2-digit numbers. So if you take a look at my screen here, and actually I will say this beforehand, you might need to pause because today you definitely will need either a whiteboard or some blank paper. You will need something to work out these problems on because we're going to be learning 4 different ways to add these 2-digit numbers. So make sure you have something in front of you so you can be practicing these different ways. Don't forget, if you need more work time than I give on the video, you can always pause so that you can finish working out the problem on your own. All right. So here you'll see we have Uncle David and Aunt Sarah, and we have some apples that they are picking. So Uncle David picked 28 apples. So I'm going to fill in my 10 grid here, and then any extras I have that don't fit in the grid, I'm going to put over here on the blue line. So for Uncle David, 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Aunt Sarah picked 16 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so starting with Uncle David and Uncle Sarah's apples. I'm going to see if I can make a new 10. And here I see 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5 make a 10. So I'm going to circle that to mark that I have a new 10. So now I'm going to count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So I'm going to fill in my 10 grids at the bottom to show my total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And that bottom one, my recorder is covering that up. So just pretend like I have a circle down there. 40, and then 41, 42, 43, 44. They picked 44 apples all together. All right. On this page, I'm going to read you the problem, and then I want you to work it out any way you want. So you can add these 2 numbers however you would like on this page. And we're going to see if your method is a good way to find the answer or not. And then I'm going to show you 4 different ways to find the answer, and I want you to pick one of them that you think is the easiest for you, because then you're going to start using that as we're adding 2-digit numbers more frequently. So here our word problem, not our equation, our word problem says, Uncle David picked 57 apples. Aunt Sarah picked 35 apples. How many did they pick all together? So use whatever paper or space you have in front of you to work that problem out. All right, so here is one way to solve that problem. This way is called new group below. And as I start to work out the problem, you'll see why it's called new group below. I'm going to work this problem out in a different color so that you can see my answers as I go. So just like from our story problem, Uncle David picked 57 apples. 57 is my top number. Aunt Sarah picked 35 apples. 35 is my bottom number. How many did they pick all together? So before we start working out the problem, we need to make sure we set up our equation correctly. You will notice that the ones are on top of the ones and the tens are on top of the tens. We have to align our numbers correctly or we're not going to end up getting the answer that is correct. So if we start adding tens with ones and we're carrying them down into the wrong spot, we're not going to get the correct answer. So make sure you line your numbers up nice and neat. You're just going to have to take your time and not rush through this. So for this method, new group below, we're going to start by adding here in the ones place. We're going to add 7 plus 5. Now, if you aren't sure what 7 plus 5 is, we can count on or add on over here on the side. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Looking at the number 12, 2 is in the ones place. And since I'm adding the ones place right now, that's the number I need to work on first. I need to put the 2 in the ones place. Now I have a 1 in the tens place. Since my method here is called new group below, I'm going to add that number down below. And now I'm going to add my tens. So 5 plus 3 plus 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1 more down here, 9. 5 plus 3 plus 1 is 9. So my answer is 92. This method is called new group above. Here's my equation, and this is going to be very similar to new group below, but instead of adding those things to the ones place at the bottom, I'm going to add them at the top, above. So when I'm doing new group above, I start in the ones place, 7 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The number 12, 2 is in the ones place, so I put the 2 here at the bottom of the ones place. This 1 is in the tens place. I'm going to add it to the tens place, and now I add 5 plus 1 to add this 1 out here. So 5, 6 plus 3, 7, 8, 9. So 5 plus 1 plus 3 is 9, and I get 92. All right, I'm going to show you the building method now. So we have our addition equation, 57 plus 35. In the building method, I'm going to start here in my tens place. And remember, since this is in the tens place, this is really 50 and 30. So 50, 60, 70, 80. 50 plus 30 is 80. Then I go over to my ones place and I add 7 plus 5. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I get 12. I add this down to the bottom. And now I add 0 plus 2 is 2. 8 plus 1 is 9. And the last method is the method that most of us probably know best because that's what we've been using most of the year. Sticks and circles and adding on. So how do we do that? So we start with the number 57 and then we count on. So 57 plus 35, so I need to do 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And now I count on. So 57, 67, 77, 87, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. Again, I get the same answer, 92. So all of these methods are going to work. All right, here is our word problem that I want you to work out, and I want you to pick one of those methods to try. So I want you to either do new group below, new group above, building method, or adding on / sticks and circles. Pick the one that works for you. Our problem says, yesterday Aunt Sarah picked 65 apples. Uncle David picked 29. What was the total number of apples picked? Okay, so let's get started. First, I need to set up my equation. I'm going to find my numbers here. Aunt Sarah picked 65 apples. Uncle David picked 29. So those are the numbers that I am adding. I know I'm adding because I see my keyword here, total. What was the total number of apples picked? So that word right there is a clue, and it tells me to add and not subtract. Okay, 65 plus 29. I'm going to do this problem using the new group above method. Okay, so I'll be adding on top. You could have solved this any of those methods that you wanted. This is the method I'm going to show this time. So I'm starting with 5 plus 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5 plus 9 equals 14. I'm adding the ones place right now, so I need to find the number in the ones place. That's the 4. Put the 4 on the bottom in the ones place. My 1 here that's in the tens place is going to go on top. Now I add my tens. 6 plus 2 plus 1. 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 2 more, 8, 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 94 is the total that I get. 65 plus 29 equals 94 apples. So to review, we learned 4 methods today for multi-digit, 2-digit addition. We learned how to add a new group below, new group above, the building method, and adding sticks and circles.